What is going on, everybody? Good morning. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're at the very first place that we were in our first video, and we're loading back up to Phoenix, Arizona. Today I wanted to do a little bit of a different video. I didn't want to do too much of the repetitiveness of backing up into a door or showing you guys that I checked in. I will do more of those videos, but I wanted to make a little bit of a story time on this one. From the time that I worked at Ace Hardware. Now, at this time, we did have this truck, but both my brother and my dad were operating this one, and so I thought, I'm gonna find myself a job. Meanwhile, we save up for another truck. And let me tell you, that was the biggest mistake of my life. So your first week there, you're in your training phase, so they say, hey, you're gonna get a trainer, you're gonna be with them for about a month, back and forth, wherever they go. And the Ace Hardware here in Moxie, Washington, they service Idaho, Washington, Oregon, Montana, and I think that's Utah. I think they service those states, just regional, nothing too far. And so the very first week I had a trainer. He was really cool. There was no issues with that. But so I worked from 3 in the morning all the way to, let's say, like 9, 10 at night. And so once I got to the yard, I'm super tired. I've worked for about 19, 20 hours. And at this point, they had me driving everywhere. No breaks in between. These guys don't eat. They don't stop to eat. They consider their lunch break or whatever the time that they're unloading the truck. And here in the Ace Hardware, they have the pallet jacks, so you gotta unload the trailers yourself. You have to unhook these trailers. It was just a mess, and I think it's a mess because they have this program set at Ace Hardware where if you load the trailer early, this is for the people inside the warehouse. If you load the trailer faster than the set time that they have for you, you get paid more. And so I believe that these guys just don't care about the way that they're loading. All they focus is on the time that they get things done. And so when we got to our deliveries as the driver, things were all the way in the very back on our first drop, and there was like loose items, there was light bulbs, just pipes, and all over the place. It was just such a mess. It's so disorganized. And so keep in mind, this is my very first day, and we're already having issues at the deliveries. And each delivery that we made, the owners of the shops, everyone complained about the way the distribution center was working, how disorganized it was, how their products were arriving damaged. And so, man, I can't. Props to all the drivers out there that deal with this. Not only Ace Hardware, I'm pretty sure a lot of, like, maybe Walmart. I don't know how they work, but all of them. It's just it's a tough job. It's a really tough job, especially having to unhook trailers, find spots for them to go. Let's say you have a delivery at point A, and then like 30 miles down the road there's another drop, but it's a really tight space. You have to find a way to drop the trailer because you're not going to be able to get in with both of them. And so, I mean, after that first day, I had a pretty rough day. From there, I think the next day my first trainer was going to go on vacation, and so they were going to put me in with a different guy. And so keep in mind, I got home like at 9:10, just to the yard at night, and then by the time I got home, it was already like probably 11:30, almost midnight. And up, eat, shower, and boom, you're back at it again in the truck. At 2 a.m. I arrived to the yard, and same thing, another delivery gone wrong. We had unloaded our first drop, the trailer, and then once we got to the second stop, there was an item or two that was supposed to be dropped at the first stop. But the way they load these trailers is just a mess. And so I only lasted 5 days at Ace Hardware. I couldn't keep going. I mean, if I was gonna keep dealing with these customers and of the owners of the stores, and for them to be telling me, like, you know, the distribution center is all disorganized, and it makes me feel like it's my fault, but in reality it's the fault of the workers inside the warehouse. And not all of them are like that, but I mean, just the loaders of these trailers, I feel like they don't care about the way that the drivers have to deal with these deliveries. But yeah, it's a little bit of the story of how when I worked at Ace Hardware. Let me know if you're an Ace Hardware driver. I apologize, I didn't mean to call you out or anything, but that's just my experience. It might not be the experience for everybody else, but definitely I did not have a good experience working at Ace Hardware. And they do pay pretty well. I think I worked a total, I think I ran a total of 1,800 miles that full week. We just went back and forth to Seattle, Washington. I think we went once to Oregon. And then they do pay you per stop like $18. If you have to unhook the trailer, it's another $18. And then I got paid, I think, like 54 cents a mile. And that was just like starting pay, 54 cents. And then if you haul a double trailer, I think they add on like an extra 4 cents for that one trip. And so you range from 54 cents to 58 cents. And then the people that have been there for a while, they have their own route already. They, I think, started off at 60 cents a mile. Let's dive in a little bit into slip seating. So slip seating, for those of you that don't know, is you get to the yard and they don't have a truck assigned to you. So each day you have to get into a different truck. It's somebody's truck already that has a route. So that's their personal truck. And yeah, so you're just bouncing around from truck to truck. You never get to be comfortable because let's say you want to lay down on the bed, like you can't even lay down because it's not your things in there. They already have their beds like fixed up with their pillows and their blankets, and obviously I'm not going to want to sleep in somebody else's bed. And so that was also like a huge issue for me. I don't like slip seating at all. I'd rather have a job that has a truck available for me. And so, I mean, that's a big thing for me. So that's another thing that I did not like about Ace Hardware, that you had to slip seat. As you guys can tell, I'm a little bit sweaty. It's because our AC went out, our air compressor went out, and we had to order it, but it wasn't going to get there until today. So as soon as I'm done loading, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. We're going to get that installed. That way we have some fresh air when we go back to Arizona, because the heat is crazy. But anyways, I remember the story the yard driver told me about when he used to work as a driver for Ace Hardware. He was telling me how the schedule is all over the place. And so let's say he had a family thing he had to do, and his supervisor had already known about it. They still gave him a call. Hey, we have a truck